What's up, guys? Jackson Heil here, and I've been really interested with Maryland over these past four games because you look at them as a whole this season, and so much of the talk about this four-game win streak that they've been on has been about their defense and their identity and finding themselves on that end of the floor, and rightfully so because that's been a huge part of Maryland's success. But a big reason for why they've really surged to now 8-9 in Big Ten play and have won their last four has been because of their ability to operate on the offensive end of the floor. And there have been some great individual efforts, Aaron Wiggins being one of them. Eric Ayala has been terrific. But I think a big part of the answer for Maryland has been their ability to play in half-court offense and get easy shots. And this was a sequence from the game last weekend against Rutgers where I thought it was a really good example of how this team has been running half-court sets a lot better and getting open looks for their best guys. And I want to take a look at this one because it's really simple, and I think a big criticism of Mark Turgeon over his time in College Park is that this team really doesn't run a whole lot of half-court offense. But this is a very simple sequence, and it gets them a great shot because of scheme and also disguise specifically. So we're going to go through the tape here, and simple set, you got Akeem Hart just inside of half court, and you see the way this play starts. It's a quick exchange with Ayala, and then you see right here, we're going to stop the tape real quick, and this is setting up as a four-cross sequence, and a lot of teams will call this their four series, where you get two guys in the middle, usually your bigs, who are screeners in most cases here, and then you have your two guards on either wing. And in this case, it's Ayala on the right wing. Morcell you see in the corner right now, but he's going to creep up to the wing, and that's where this play really starts. And this was a big run for Maryland at the end of the first half. This was a tight game for about the first 16 minutes, and then Maryland began to pull away a little bit. And this was really the sequence that set Maryland up double digits for a while. But you take a look here at the way this continues. But Ayala starts down low, and you look at where he goes now. Look at him stop there. And a lot of times you see Morcell first on this near wing. He's going to go over, and a lot of teams, when they run their four series, they want to get the ball to the guy who's coming across the top, or they want to feed it to the post for either Galen Smith or Jarius Hamilton, who's on this near wing right now, who's trying to set the screen. But this play is run for Eric Ayala, and you see where he is down low right now. He started like he's going to come to this near side, but look at this quick move there, right there. That little jab step. Jacob Young is a really aggressive defender for Rutgers, and he does this on the ball, but you also see his willingness to be aggressive off the ball. But Ayala really sells this too, as you see Morcell coming across the top. The way Hakeem Hart's eyes are looking too, if you look, he's looking right. He wants to sell this like this is going to Morcell, and this is where the disguise come in. It comes from everyone too. I mentioned Ayala, I mentioned Hart, but look at Galen Smith too right now. He looks like he's setting up a pin down screen for Ayala to come off and catch it on that far wing. But you look at this play continues. Now that Young is expecting him to come back to that far side, just with that quick little hezzy, I'll run the tape now. Ayala now comes off this near screen, and look where this stops right now. Because you look at the way Hamilton is setting the screen. He takes a step out on Young as Young's trying to go over this screen. But this could go a few ways, because Ayala could come up high on this wing and catch the ball and then go into a ball screen after Hart cuts through. But look at the read by Ayala here, and look at the read by Hart too, because he has to read this pass. This is not an easy decision, by the way. But this is a tremendous read by both of these guys, because Hamilton steps up. That forces Young to take a step out, but look where Ayala drops. He drops to the corner. It's a perfect pass. Young is trailing the play now, and this allows Ayala to get a wide open three and extend this Maryland lead to 10. So, like I mentioned, a lot of what Maryland has been able to do has been on the defensive end of the floor, but their half-court sets have been so much better. A big part of that has been their scorers, because Ayala has been able to create his own shot, and Aaron Wiggins has been able to create his own shot in a lot of different ways, and we know what their role players can do, but Mark Turgeon deserves a lot more credit for what he's doing on the offensive end of the floor too, because this team is running a lot more offense, especially early in the first half. We're seeing them jump out on teams. A lot of it's come from their defense creating their own offense and transition the other way, but they've been running their half-court sets more frequently, and this is just a simple one. There's plenty more examples of it, but this one stood out to me because, one, it's a simple design, but two, you see the execution by everyone on the floor. Everyone's disguising it to be something different, whether it be Galen Smith as a pin-down screener disguise, whether it's Eric Ayala, just a quick jab step back towards that far side to make it look like he's coming off that pin down, whether it's Akeem Hart just with his eyes early in this play looking to the right like it's going to go over to Darryl Morcell. Everyone does a great job of selling this play, and that's really what comes out in the product here, because it looks like a simple catch and shoot for Ayala, but there's so much more before the shot. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Once again, Jackson Heil. If you want more content like this, tune into my YouTube page, Jackson Heil. There's going to be a lot more of this. This is just the first video, but there's going to be a lot more types of content like this coming out, and it'll all be posted on my Twitter page at Jackson Heil as well. So stay tuned.